Hello and welcome back to Mass Effect 3. In the last episode we've just been walking around the Normandy and talking with people. So let's go down here and check if anybody's here. But I guess it takes someone special as Jack to remain here. There's a model of a Sovereign down here for some reason. And something else. Turian cruiser. Yeah. Well, I guess those are good ship models for our ship model collection in our office. I sort of miss Ken and Gabby. But Adams is back, who was our chief engineer in Mass Effect 1, so let's have a talk.
Commander, welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR-1 made me an obvious choice.
So, what do you think of our SR-2?
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship. And about that, Cerberus, I mean, I owe you an apology.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chalk was contacting me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
So why did you refuse?
Why didn't you join us?
I saw what happened to you when the Normandy went down. I didn't trust that it was really you, and I certainly didn't trust Cerberus. Also, as an officer of the Alliance, I don't just leave my post, you know?
Well, in that case, there's really no need for an apology. You've been Alliance first, it seems, and I can definitely respect that.
You're Alliance first. That's the way it should be.
Thank you, Commander. Glad to be aboard.
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR-1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR-2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering. Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Pretty much. I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic technology. Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
Hopefully that means fewer vaporized engineers.
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means?
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance. All in all, the Normandy is a marvel of engineering.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
Alright, carry on.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Oh well. The shuttle bay has been overhauled by much because we didn't have any access to it in the last game, but right now here there's some more stuff going on. So let me check this corner for the model of a freighter. What's he doing? Guess he's just working out, but let's have a talk with Lieutenant Vega.
Hey, Shepard. How'd it go with the council?
Same as usual. Non-committal, unhelpful.
Bet they still wanted you to help them out, no?
Yep. We're going to rescue a Turian Primarch from Palaven.
Sounds like fun. Never been to the Turian homeworld. You come down here for something? Or are you just looking?
Well, I'm not interested in looking, so do I need a reason to come down here?
It's my ship. I go where I want and talk to whoever I want.
Fair enough. Not sure what there is to talk about. You already know my service record.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Right. Forgot about that. Well... Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
Dance. I am pretty sure he means something different with dance, but sure.
Oh, I can dance.
Okay, Lola. Let's do this.
Don't let my good looks fool you, Vega. I got my share of scars.
You remind me of my old CO.
Oh, yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader.
Was?
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
Sorry. That's a tough call.
The best part was, we didn't really need the intel in the end. Because you were out saving the galaxy by taking down the entire collector homeworld.
You didn't know? You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
Just a guess.
You a shrink too?
No, but that stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
So?
So, maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war!
Maybe you are. But if you're half as good as I think you are, we need you alive.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime.
Hey. Thanks for the dance, Lola.
Lola. It's Commander, please.
No nicknames, Lieutenant. Okay?
Your ship, your rules. Your laws. Commander.
Priceless. Right, so let's check this area here, but probably Lieutenant Cortez will tell us something more about it, so...
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot. Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
Nice to meet you, Lieutenant. What's going on?
Sorry to just jump in, Commander. There's so much to be done, I get caught up in the tasks at hand.
He's always like that. You need to chill out, Esteban.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos, but the Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
So, you're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. In my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. Especially given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
To save the day, pendejo!
I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
Do you maintain this armory?
I share that duty with our illustrious Mr. Vega. Though I believe the only weapon he really cares to maintain is himself.
You know you love the show, Esteban.
The first retrofit we did was to move the armory down from Deck 2. I'm not sure what Cerberus engineers were thinking. Now you get off the elevator, pick your gear, and head right into the shuttle.
Just like the original Normandy.
Welcome back to the Alliance, Commander.
How long have you been with the Alliance?
About 10 years. I enlisted in First Fleet serving on the SSV Hawking, flying F-61 Tridents mostly. I love the Trident. It practically dances in low atmo. I spent as much time tinkering on my bird as flying her. Got a bit of a reputation.
So you can fly fighters and fix them.
Yeah, and I got a knack for procurement too. They were grooming me for CAG, but my skill set made me more valuable commanding a flight deck. They assigned me to the Normandy retrofit team about 5 months ago to oversee all cargo bay modifications.
What happened to the M44 Hammerhead?
It was sent to the tech labs for a retrofit. To afford mobility with such a small ESO core, its design sacrificed armor plating. The lab engineers are trying to improve that. After the Reaper invasion, those labs are probably just a pile of rubble.
The Kodiak seems a bit different.
Good eyes, Commander. This is the UT-47A Kodiak. It's got an upgraded ESO core and prototype stealth technology based on the Normandy design. For quick drops, I can get you in and out virtually undetected. She flies like a brick, so that's why you need a good pilot.
You were stationed on Earth. Do you have family there?
I'm an only child. Lost my parents years ago. I had a husband back when I was stationed at Ferris Fields. The Collectors took out the whole colony. I'd rather not talk about it.
Okay.
Keep up the hard work, but don't kill yourself.
Yes, Commander.
As he was saying, we can buy stuff from the procurement interface here. So here we can buy stuff from every shop that we have already accessed, which is only Surtur Supply, Spectre Requisition, and Casa Fabrication. But if we buy stuff here, then we have a 10% additional fee to get it. So it's best if we just buy stuff when we visit the shop on the Citadel. There's also a separate shop for weapon upgrades, how we can research upgrades for our weapons, which I'm probably gonna be doing. Right, I'm at least gonna buy the upgrades for the Mantis, even though it probably costs most of my money. Every additional level brings some small upgrades to the specific weapon. It's not important enough for most weapons that we have here at the moment. Though for the Vindicator maybe, but I'm already almost out of money, so I'm not gonna do that. And we have an additional workbench here where we can change our loadout. It's slightly lighter now, but does slightly more damage. We also install the concentration mod and the extended barrel. The concentration mod is important because it helps with aiming, because it speeds the perception. So this is similar to what we had in Mass Effect 2, where basically time slowed down while we were aiming with a sniper rifle. Then we also have an armor locker where we can change our casual outfit. No, that has a little bit too less clothing for my taste. Oh, maybe we can take that though. Yeah, I guess. And then we can change our armor again. The N7 the N7 pieces that we have right now are only providing health boost, which is helpful, but I'd like to change that to something else. Like the chest piece to some Casa Fabrication for shield regeneration. We have no shoulders, we have arms with melee damage. No, I'm not interested in that. I have no leg piece. I want it a little bit darker because I want to change the color too. So, no, I'm gonna stay with the pattern. I want that a little bit more goldish. This I want that. That. Yeah, I probably also want that with the red color. Not sure. I'll keep it with gold for now. And the lights, you can also change the lights that we have at the back. So, yellow? Yeah, why not? Let's see how that looks when we pick up our next mission, because it's difficult to judge from this screen there sometimes. So something here. Geth Cruiser. An Alliance cruiser, right. But we're finally done with going through the ship, I guess. Oh joy. Got like 5 minutes to do something. Yay! I'm sorry. Conquered systems. Clusters already conquered by the Reapers can be accessed using the Normandy stealth drive. Search these clusters for survivors, salvage, and valuable intel. Right, there's a lot of stuff that we could do now. We could go to the Cerberus lab, for instance. We could go here and recover a protein artifact, but I'm actually gonna do the next main mission, which is to rescue the Turian Primarch, because I feel it's a little time sensitive, and there may be other reasons that I won't go into at this point. Search and rescue. The Normandy is equipped with a new and improved scanning pods that can detect objects of interest. Use this to uncover war assets, artifacts, intel, and fuel as you fly around the system. Be aware, however, that each time a pulse is used, a chance that Reapers will enter the system to investigate is increased. If a Reaper enters the system you're in, flee and wait until you have completed a mission before returning. Right, so let's go to Menae, which is the main moon for Palaven. Let's also read the text for Palaven. The only thing on this planet that isn't silver are the Turians. It's all too clear that they're made out of steel. These were Alliance hero John Grissom's impressions of the Turian homeworld Palaven, seen by humans for the first time following the First Contact War. The Turians' martial attitude permeates every aspect of Palaven society, from architecture to art to politics. It's no surprise that their homeworld was never occupied by an invading force until now. The Reapers, aware of their enemy's reputation, brought overwhelming force to Palaven and did not hesitate to bombard cities that resisted, and all of them resisted. This dust and smoke from pulverized cities is now a breathing hazard across much of the planet. Water and power supplies have all but vanished. Still, the fight here has cost the Reapers dearly. Alliance travel advisory: Palaven's weak magnetic field means greater solar radiation levels than those found on other habitable worlds. Human visitors are advised to wear enviro suits or radiation protection by visiting Palaven. Right, I actually want to go to Menae. Whoops. Palaven's largest moon has been shrouded in secrecy since the dawn of the Turian space age. During the Krogan rebellions, the hierarchy classified nearly all data on Menae and its sister Munanos because they feared the Krogan could use the moons as weapons by smashing them into Palaven's surface. However, some information has leaked out. Images of Turian bases where personnel walk without envirosuits indicate advanced infrastructure, likely a network of subterranean tunnels with powerful Mass Effect field generators that retain heat and atmosphere over swaths of the surface. The Reapers' plans for bombarding the bases were met with fierce resistance by the Turian fleet and Moon's anti-aerospace defenses. With their easy victory stalled, the Reapers deployed a variety of ground units to take the bases one at a time. The Turians have the advantage on the Moon, but the Reapers have the patience to slowly grind them down. With every base captured, the Reapers deny the Turian fleet another place to repair or refuel. Alright. So we actually don't have any options on who we're gonna take with. We can change the appearances of our squad mates, which leads to different bonuses for each of them. But I actually prefer him with that because it gives shields. And Liara, power damage, yeah. Actually, I like her other outfits with power recharge speed, but I think they're ugly of some sort. But let's try that out. Alright. I don't think we found any upgrade for that, but you can take the Vindicator. And... I'm gonna take the weight capacity bonus here because it reduces my cooldowns. And... ooh, yeah... Alright, let's take Frag Grenade. And you're fine for now. shit. It's a war zone, alright.
Oh no. No. Palaven.
We have an old friend there.
Holy hell. They're getting decimated.
Strongest military in the galaxy, and the Reapers are obliterating it.
Was it like this on Earth?
Yes.
Shepard. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Commander, the LZ's getting swarmed.
James, open that hatch.
Get in, get out. Let's move.
We have James again, so let's sign that. Thank you, Liara. Well, seems like the Turians are also being decimated like Earth was, so well, let's check out what's going on here and where this Primarch that we have to get is in the next episode. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.